Sorry about that, guys. Hello and welcome to another Saturday night. I'm Scott. If you don't know me, I'm one of the co-founders of Warren Area Society of Paranormal. Well, I'm pretty sure you've seen the group because otherwise, what would you be doing here? Right now, we're live on Facebook, Twitch, or not Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Tonight, we should be having Angel Warlers, who is another co-founder of the group, and I sent her the invitation. So when she's ready to come on, she'll click the link and join us before too long, I would think. With that being said, I don't know what to really chat about until she gets here. So how about we go ahead with scheduling? Hey, Matt, on time even. I was a couple minutes late, but for some reason it was giving me a hard time entering the studio. But that's all right. I'm here and you're here. But excuse me. As a matter of fact, I was thinking it was going to be 7:30 again. Thank goodness for reminders because it let me know that it was supposed to be 7:05, not 7:30 like I was thinking. But a quick announcement before I let Angel join us. She is in the wings waiting. Is we are not going to be doing this every week, every Saturday, I don't believe anymore. That might change once again. I'm thinking of every other Saturday, so that way I'm not running around crazy trying to keep up with this. But without further ado, let's bring Angel on. Angel, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. You caught me by surprise. I was lighting my bundle.
Your bundle.
Yeah.
Sage, right?
No, that is actually cedar. I don't use sage.
Okay. Well, that's something that we could speak up soon. I'm getting an echo on my end. How about you?
I'm good.
Okay. So how you been?
Busy.
Good. Can you see the chat?
Nope.
No. It should be on your right hand side. Matt is saying I'm echoing. Let's see.
No, I can see it.
Sorry, guys. So let's see. Is that better? Can you hear me? Angel.
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
So
is it still echoing?
It is on my end.
Hold on, let me take my headset off. How about now?
Am I echoing? It doesn't sound like I have an echo anymore. Huh, that's crazy. So I see you're outside enjoying the nice weather. Now you're muted. It won't let me unmute you. It says your mic is not connected. So anyways, while we try to figure that out, yeah, I was saying that every other Saturday we're going to try to do this. You're back. Can you hear me? Muted again. So every other Saturday we'll try to bring this. I'm going to try to keep on the 7 o'clock time frame. Otherwise, you'll see probably closer to 7:30. I probably should just make it 7:30 because I'm never. So Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It could be just my system because my kid likes to use my phone and scream into it, so it could be my mic.
Well, we'll all have that.
But what I was saying is I'm enjoying the evening because I wanted to light some candles and my bundle because today's the equinox for spring. So I just wanted to
Right.
celebrate it my way.
Nothing wrong with that at all. I was just realizing that it was a spring equinox,
Oh yeah.
which very distracting. Is that better? I'm still low. So thank you for coming on. I really appreciate that. It's about time that we got to see some of the women of the group. We've been having Dale on, of course, and me. Lee, he has no intention of coming on. He says, though he's here now. So if you want to say hi. And then there's Matt. So let's jump right into the fact that you've been into the paranormal field for probably over 15 years, I'd say.
It's more like
We're losing feed on you, Angel. So, well, until she comes back, we'll just kind of move along. Yes, Angel was in the paranormal field before she became a member of WASP. Before we got together. Hi again.
Hi, sorry about that.
No. Hi, Lex. I was just starting to explain how you were in the paranormal world before we started up WASP.
Right, I have been. I've been in the paranormal thing or interested in the paranormal since I was younger than Lex.
Really, that long?
Yes. Yeah, I first saw my first ghost when I was about a year and a half, and I remember it.
Wow. That's intense. Year and a half.
Yep.
Wow.
And so that I have always been interested in the paranormal.
Nice. I was just recently, well, I shouldn't say recently, but I've been writing down my life haunted paranormal experiences as growing up. And I think the first I had was probably around 7. Nothing like what you're talking about. It was more dreams.
Right. Well, mine was because I'm psychic. And that's the reason that mine started as young as it did. And that's the reason that I'm in paranormal and the spooky is because I'm psychic. And I didn't know I was until I met Ursula. And she told me exactly what it was, what was going on. And now I've been working more and more with it.
Doing that.
Yeah, she did.
And so as time went on, you eventually got on Facebook, and that's how we met.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I wanted to get back into it. After I got married to the husband Jason back in 2019, I decided, okay, I retired. I spent a good part of from 2003 to 2019 building my life and getting my life where I wanted it to where I can get back into it because I was into looking at the paranormal and doing investigations and everything from the age of 6, 7 to 19.
You're thinking 2009 to that. Not 2019, right? Or did I hear you?
Yeah, 2009. That was me.
Okay.
My brain's not working.
No, you're good. I just want to make sure that I wasn't missing something.
Hey, Lex, can you move so Z can get on the bed? Come on, Zegers. Oh, come on. There's a thunderstorm.
So I commend you for doing the best thing somebody could do when they're meeting somebody for the first time offline. And that was one, have a public meeting as long as you brought somebody with you. In this case was your husband. Because you didn't know me or Lee at all, so you definitely had to make sure you were safe.
Oh yeah, and the fact that I was female and I'm not from the area, so having Jason with me made me feel more secure, and I knew nothing was going to happen because my husband was with me.
Right, and even if he wasn't able to be there, you were in a very public spot. We met in the Burger King.
Yes, we did.
So
over coffee. Sorry, dog head.
Nothing wrong with that. He's another member of the group. He just wanted to spend time with us.
Yep.
So
Same as Uncle Scott. Yeah.
I remember chasing around the mall with that mask.
I can't believe he's 9 already.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing how quickly they grow. So I have no actual direction for this conversation. So whatever you'd like to bring up is fine. However you want to flow with this is good too. So,
anybody want to ask any questions?
Yes. Right at the moment we are streaming on the 3 channels, and so we'll see as people come in. There's 3 people watching right now. I wish I could do something with the mic.
I think we lost him.
I'm still right here.
No.
Here we
go. There you go. Now I see you.
I was trying to mess around with the camera settings or the microphone settings, and it just like all of a sudden I disappeared.
Well, that's me just walking through the house. My house has such spotty connection. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I wonder if I do something if you guys will bear with me. I will try if I put in headphones myself.
Well, change it if that game is so hard, bud.
Is this better? Still have the echo on my end. Not much we can do. It's all good. We'll progress on. So forgive me. I'm distracted because I was thinking it was going to be 7:30, and then all of a sudden I got reminders that no, it was 7:05. So what did you think when you were asked to join me and Lee at Burger King? Excitement, dread?
It was excitement because I've always done everything on my own, and I was excited to teach other people what I knew on what I've experienced, and to form a group to be able to do more and bigger. Because I was just on my own beforehand, I could only do very small, maybe one house every couple weeks, because of all the research that I do before going into an event or a house. And then making sure I'm well prepared with everything that I'm going to need when I go in, and all the money that we could have brought in or can bring in.
Well, I know me and Lee had no experience before,
Yes.
other than TV shows.
Well,
I don't know what Jay's experience was before. So
now
you're pretty much three guys with no experience.
he actually didn't have his first paranormal experience until he met me, and that was at my mom and dad's old house. And that house was built late 1800s, early 1900s. It's been in my family a long, long time.
That's
And
in Kane.
yes, it's in Kane.
Hmm.
In that house, when anybody she liked walked through the house, I say she, I don't know if it was a girl or a boy or what it was, but you'd always smell a smell of like a floral perfume, always. And that was the first time he experienced anything, is when he first started dating me and came to my house, and that happened.
So you cursed him.
Pretty much. And now every so often I call them the walkers. And they're pretty much passer-throughs. They're just wandering spirits that just pass through. And he's had a few where we'll be sitting in, not this room because we just moved into this one, but our previous bedroom. It'll walk by the hall where we sit, and you could hear like the baby gate walk creaking, or you could actually hear them walking down the hallway.
Wow, see, I didn't know you were experiencing anything there.
Oh yeah, mine, it's all because of me. I'm like a beacon. Think of like a bug zapper. I'm the bug zapper, and all the bugs are the ghosts or spirits, and they're all coming and attracted to me because of the light that I have.
Are you using your phone?
Mm-hmm.
What about if you jumped off onto Jason's phone?
I would, but I don't know his password.
I know I put my phone on lock because I pocket dial all the time. And about the last time I left my phone on lock, I was working and I accidentally called 103.1, the local radio station. And I had no idea if they were listening or not. So I said at that point, that's it. I'm locking it.
Well, he locks it because Lex likes to get on the phones, and on my phone I don't care because he has video games and whatnot on my phone. But on Daddy's phone, it can't handle that kind of stuff. It's too old. So that's why his is locked.
No, nothing wrong with that. Gotta keep little kitties out of things that they're not supposed to be messing around with.
True.
That's what cabinet locks and such are for.
Well, right now he's playing Fortnite in the background.
You know, that's a game I've never played.
Yeah. I don't play video games.
No, I do. But speaking of which, you tend to lean more towards the metaphysical stuff and like the herbs and such when investigating, whereas people like me and Lee Lee rely more on our equipment. Is that a fair assessment?
For my gifts, I rely more on my senses than I do on equipment or anything like that. The equipment's really good to have for proof.
Right.
And to quit headbutting me, Zeke. And to just for backup. If I'm not sure, or if I'm not feeling anything, or I'm off that day, that equipment is top notch to have to be able to use it.
So you like to have both?
Yes. Yeah.
I know. Without equipment, I'm just sitting in a room yelling out to nothing.
True. Technically, it's not nothing because they're always around us. Always. But you just feel that they're just not there because you can't see them.
Right. I don't have the abilities.
Yes, you found a toilet.
I think I'm on sideways.
You think you're on sideways in the toilet? I'm going out to the living room.
So now I remember how excited we all were having meetings at the local library.
Oh, I love that library.
it was kind of amazing. I mean, it's nice that we have the setup that we have, but I do kind of miss those days of going down in the basement and the librarians watching us because they were very curious and want to tell us about Basement Bob.
Yes, Basement Bob, which I never felt Basement Bob at all. But Ursula did, I think, a couple of times.
Did she? Well, I know they were very curious as to who we were.
Yeah, well, we were just starting out, and I don't think anybody besides the one other group that was in Warren really did anything and were really out in the public and doing things and searching and investigate and doing research and all of that. I think that's the big thing is that they just have never seen us or seen anybody like us.
And I don't think the other group was really doing much for the public either. Because I happened to stumble across them on Facebook. Other than that, I had not heard of them.
Same here. I didn't know we had another group until I stumbled across it on Facebook. And then after I sent them a message is when you sent me a message.
Right, because I didn't see no activity for some time, and I had made the post about the mall, and then they didn't reply to me, and I was curious if they even seen my post. So I was seeing if they were active with you.
Right. I might lose you again, just to forewarn you.
All right. So if they would have contacted one of us, we probably would have never been a group. It looks like she's going to be cutting in and out. So if you have any questions, please ask in the comments. If you're finding any value in this video, please like and click like and such and kind of give us a little love. I don't know what you get for Twitter or whatnot. I don't know. I think they're hearts. So give us a heart, give us a like, and Angel, if you're ready, give me a thumbs up. And here's Angel. Welcome back.
Thank you. I told you I was going to lose you.
Yeah, I just took a moment to plug likes and shares and things.
I'm also on TikTok.
She is. We are too, yes. but I never seen what they could do for the group itself. But go ahead and hold on a second. You're on TikTok. How could people find you?
Well, the name that's listed right now, the Angel_Woolers, that's how you can find me.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of my paranormal things, like what's the most recent one? I had one during what's called the shift, which was
You good?
Sorry, hold on.
Does this look right?
Yes.
All right. So if you are on TikTok and you want to find her, that's what you would look up under.
But I have some of my paranormal things, some of my witchy things. But yeah, and I try to post as much as possible. My newest story, I'm going to do a story time of how I found out I was psychic and what I've done with it since.
Nice. And if I was paying attention to the bottom of your screen, I could have just said, hey, just look what her screen name is.
Yep, right there.
What can you do? I'm an observant host. So, as far as the group goes, we have it, but it's nothing. We're not going to do like a 4-hour investigation on it. At least I don't think you can.
You can once you reach like 1,000 followers.
Oh, really?
Then after you reach that 1,000 followers, you can go what's called live. And you can stream all day long if you wanted to. I only have like 100 and some, so I'm not worried about it.
Well, if you guys want us to do live investigations on TikTok, help us out by subscribing to Angel. I'm sure she'd be very happy to turn on a camera for you.
There it is.
Am I right with that?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And we'll be the most broadcast live social media paranormal group there is out there. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I suppose there's Instagram and all that stuff too. How many things can you really do?
Well, Instagram's good for photos, and that's just about it.
Is it?
Yeah, because I'm on there too. Same name. Same name.
Just look it up. If you have any questions, look up under her name and see if she pops up. If she has it, it'll be there.
Oh, most definitely. I'm on a lot of social media. It's only because I want to try and broaden my knowledge on things.
Yeah.
And so the best way to do that is to do your research, and I figured why not try different platforms.
Makes sense. It definitely does. Matt says challenge accepted about getting 1,000 likes. Or not likes, but followers. So, what is the most interesting case that you're aware of and within the group that we're kind of allowed to speak of? That was a mouthful.
Guernsey Hollow.
That seems to be the most active.
I think it was the second time we went. I had meditated before we had come, so I'd done my opening, which opening allows me to be able to see and hear more. And I know when we pulled in, the whole group had seen a lady, and a gentleman, and I saw another couple.
Oh,
My couple,
nobody else.
Exactly. Nobody else saw the other couple. My couple were standing over the infant's grave. The couple you guys saw were walking back in towards the back gate and away.
Right.
Mainly the lady I remember clearly. She was wearing a tan top and a flowy, say 1940s dress with flowers all over it. She was just standing over her child's grave. I looked up, looked back to say something, and she was gone.
That's kind of creepy.
Yep, that was my favorite one so far.
Now you were at the one with the scratches, right?
Yep.
Because that night the group split up, and that was a pretty interesting case. Now, obviously, we're not going to go into names and such, but if you want to describe that, that's up to you.
Of course. That night we weren't really getting much activity. There was 3 of us there. And the activity we were getting was mainly surrounding our female client. All of it. And with that, I sat down next to her. And as soon as I sat down next to her, she started screaming, "Ah, my back, my back." We turned around and the welts with the scratches started to appear. With that, "Hi, Lexi. You got your boots on. Come on up."
Now, there's actual photos on Facebook, on our Facebook page. If you dig
You need a
real
Band-Aid.
down
What'd you
to the original first couple of photos, you'll see the scratches she's speaking of.
Z. Okay, get you a Band-Aid.
But yeah, if you dig down, because that was like one of our first cases, within the first two, I'd say. And that was, I know we split up. Some of us ended up going by the Kinzu Dam area to look for multiple activities going on there. because there's always been lots of reports of activity up by the Kinzu Dam. And
I don't see a boo-boo.
Yeah.
Lex Garrett.
He got a boo-boo.
Aw.
He must have gotten scratched by the new kitten.
Lee brings me his boo-boos, and I just tell him, sit down and be quiet. But so yeah, that was probably a pretty intense case when you start seeing that.
It did get pretty intense, but honestly, because all the activity was centered around her, and that her ex was into some darker occult things, that we think that he might have done something to her instead of the house itself. And after doing some more research, all better?
Mhm.
Okay. After doing more research, we definitely
disappeared. So when she pops back in, we'll bring her back on. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I was losing train of thought because we were speaking. Now, one of the cases that I really liked was a place in Youngsville. It was unfortunately, we'll get to that story later.
Sorry about that.
No, I'll just write a few things down in case if it happens again. I know what to say. So you were saying that you researched in some dark. I started bringing up another case that I think most of us were on. In Youngsville, where the door closed on me and Lee. Do you remember that place? Vaguely. It was up in the wooded area. It wasn't right in Youngsville. And so everybody was kind of busy with putting batteries in the two-ways and such. And as we had the DVR set up, and I left the one room, and Lee was still in it. And next thing I know, I turn around and speak to Lee, and the door slowly closes. And we're like, anybody see that? And unfortunately, everybody was kind of busy and kind of still in setup mode that we totally, nobody's seen it. Thankfully, nothing grabbed hold of me and took me away because nobody was seen. And of course, I was on the DVR, and that was plugged in, and during a rainstorm, thunderstorm, and it deleted the whole thing. But that was the place where, you know how Lee has his laser grid?
Yeah.
And it wasn't plugged in, it was actually putting the laser out.
Oh yes, I remember now. Sorry.
No, you're good. That's why I figured if I gave enough little pieces, it would click. Yeah, that was pretty intense with that not being plugged in. I was still producing the laser grid when it has no battery backup. What's going on there?
He's running up and down the hallway with a toy for the kitten. So it sounds like a herd of elephants.
Well, I know we could hear it. I was kind of a little worried that maybe somebody was swatting you.
No, it's my kid running up and down the hallway with his boots on the hardwood floor.
SWAT team, same difference.
Well, with this, we got a new kitten. The first cat that we got when I first moved to Warren passed away in November, right after my husband's aunt passed.
Oh,
and
sorry.
With me being at home now, I felt quite a bit lonely without having a cat to keep me company besides my dog. So we got a new kitten, and I swear she's more my kid's cat than mine.
I think I'm getting graced by the presence of stuff.
I thought I saw a light come on. Hi, Steph.
Can you hear?
Yeah,
Said I. She heard you. She is bringing me some tea and something.
That's to put your pod in.
Oh, thank you, dear. So I don't make a mess. I am trying this tea. I'm kind of excited and worried about it. It's from Miss. Get scared. She called it Lucid Dream Tea.
Uh-oh.
You didn't see her face on that. Should I be worried?
Just don't drink too much of it. So 1 cup should be good.
I was about to say, this is what she brought me.
Oh yeah, you should be fine. I make that for myself when I want to lucid dream, and I drink like 3 or 4 cups of it.
Okay. Well, then I'm not as worried about it. You had me panicked there for a second. What should I don't know much about this. If you want to explain to the audience.
Lucid dreaming, it's like astral projecting in your sleep. Astral projecting is like your spirit leaving your body and going other places. And you can do it more in your sleep when that happens, and it's more vivid and you remember it. For me, I do that when I meditate. My meditation happens while I'm laying down because of my back. So while I'm doing that, I make sure that I take some of the tea. I'm thinking it has mugwort in it, and it enhances my visions and my experiences.
I'm not sure what's in it. See, I trust Missy, so.
Oh, it was one of Missy's blends that she purchased.
Made, whatever.
She probably bought it because I don't think she has the herbs for it yet. But I could be wrong.
Well. Either way, if you don't ever hear from me again, it's on live video where I got it from.
Well, are you allergic to marigolds or anything like that?
I'm really not allergic to much.
Okay, then you should be fine.
Then I don't think one cup would really do much for allergies. I might be wrong, but unless it's severe. So we'll see. If I wake up in the middle of the night and do a live video bugging out.
Can't be any worse than your drunk videos that you do.
Oh, come on now. Me and Lee drinking on video. What could go wrong?
A lot.
Yeah, that's true. Especially when nobody's around to supervise us.
Uh-huh.
So, we're speaking about things that are going on within the group as far as exciting cases and such. What about before you met up with us?
Before I met up with you.
Yeah. Oh, is there anything interesting that you want to bring up?
Have I ever told you about my first experience?
When you're just over a year?
Yeah. The very first memory I have is actually seeing something.
No, I don't believe you have.
Okay, I can do that one. Let me sit down for this. My very first experience. Can you hear me?
Lee says he's only had the cops here once.
My very first experience, I remember I was a little over a year and a half, so I was still in my crib. I remember the bars and mom laying me down and the light going off and being woken up by somebody standing over me. That wasn't my mom or my dad or my older sister. That was the very first experience.
Wow. That was probably very scary.
Oh yeah, I remember screaming my freaking head off and my dad coming in to get me and sleeping in their bed.
Ended up well.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, I don't. My first experience that I could really think of is dreaming about a place and the way it was set up before I would have seen it. And it was at a friend's house, and I'd go visit while I was awake, of course. But in my dream, which was a reoccurring dream, was different. The layout was different. Set up. Door wasn't. A new door was there that wasn't there before. And to make a long story short, after about 15 years of not living in the neighborhood anymore or really talking to this guy, we ran into each other and started hanging out again. I told him about my dream, and he said, "You're not going to believe this, but that's the way it was before the house was remodeled." So that's probably my first real experience that I can think of. And maybe that's why Missy wants me to drink this, so that way I could remember all that weird stuff. Lee, I got a special tea for you. We'll bring up. So now, yeah. Where did it's in there? Honestly,
Spit it out.
I'm trying to think of what's the most active location you've been to.
The house I grew up in, not the one. The very first house I grew up in was the most active to live in. The most active place to visit was Gettysburg. I will never go back.
Really? It got you that much?
Yes, I was 13, 14. It was a little family vacation with my mom and dad. And they wanted to go to Gettysburg. I'm like, oh, great. That'd be awesome. Little did I know that at that age, my gifts were excuse me, we're starting to show more. And I didn't realize it. I had no idea. And it just triggered me to the point where fight or flight kicked in, and I stayed in the car, didn't want to go anywhere, didn't want to do anything. I just felt so overwhelmed with dread and hurt. I couldn't. No, I'll never go back there because of that.
Yeah, I could understand, especially at that age.
Yeah.
Being not wanting to put yourself back into that. But now that you've developed your gifts and such, wouldn't it be a little different?
I think it would be, and I know Jay wants to go, and I'm gonna wait a little bit longer for Lex till he gets a little bit older, but not into the teen phase, because if he's anything like I am, then I don't want him to be overwhelmed like I was.
But you would be more of a guide than what your parents would be. I'm assuming, anyways. I don't know your parents or your upbringing.
Yeah, my upbringing was nil. They had no idea. No idea what I was and what I was capable of and what I was gifted with. So I didn't have the support.
So Lex would be in a different situation. But I don't blame you for wanting to make sure he's at that right point of his life. I mean, there's no need to rush him into anything that he shouldn't be rushed into. You there? Hello?
No.
You froze up on us, Angel. I was thinking I might have said something wrong because you had all of a sudden this blank stare on your face. But she's frozen up on us right now. So like, oh, I said something wrong. If you're still with us and joining us and finding value on this, click like. Angel, you're broken up in no video feed, but click like on the video. She's trying to come through. So we'll keep chatting until she comes back into video.
Where's my charger? I'm here. My phone's almost
blank. If you're still with us on this, click like. If you're broke, click she come. Sorry guys, it's echoing back what I was saying. Can you hear me now, Angel?
Oh, I can hear you. Can you see me?
Yes. All of a sudden you went like this dead blank stare, soulless stare, and it's like,
Better watch it. I might come for you.
no doubt.
No, my phone was just about dead.
Matt asked this question. I pulled it up if you can see it.
My dad is sensitive. He doesn't believe in any of it, or how can I put it? Doesn't want to open himself up, but he has the he has the dreams. Cannot pronounce it right. But other than that, that's it. From what Ursula has told me, I was gifted the means to be able to do what I can because of the way that I was born. I was only 2 pounds. I died and they brought me back to life when I was born, and I was shipped from Kane to Du Bois. And with that, because now I'm closer to the other side than what I would have been, that's the reason that I may be more sensitive, and that's the reason that my daddy's closed himself off and I've still retained mine.
Okay. Well, I know myself, and I'm bringing this up so others know that not everybody that's pronounced dead or whatever and comes back gains gifts, because I've had that happen, and fortunately or unfortunately, depends on your view of things, I did not come back with any abilities and gifts, and that might have been a personal choice. I mean, I don't know if when we're on the other side if we're given that option, but that's
I believe you are given the option once you cross over. If you're given the option to come back, you're given the option to, I say, take on a different soul. So I don't have the same soul I had when I was born because I decided to change it out for one that's higher vibrations. So
yeah, I like being a rock.
I like to be in the clouds, if you can't tell.
I figure I'm more. I like being grounded and being a solid personality. You know, when people think of me, I'd like to think that they see me as steadfast and whatnot. A rock. Whereas somebody with your personality seems very energetic and very lifelike and floating almost.
Well, that's for me with my personality, and the energy I want to project is that I am freeform. I go with the flow. I do what I need to do to get by, and I take care of my inner self before I take care of my outer self. And I think that shows in the way that I present myself and the way that I act.
I agree. I fully agree with your statement. I'm also reading the chat as well. I don't know if you can see it. Matt is saying, bringing up about the near death makes sense. Family traits receives those talents. And also says the theory out there states it depends on the near death experience that helps or blocks abilities. So I don't know much about that kind of stuff. Matt likes to study and learn a little bit of everything.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, especially if we're dealing with this type of stuff. I mean, I've often felt that I am underprepared and under-researched on a lot of areas. And that's why I surrounded myself with people of your talents and Lee's and Dale's and Ursula's and whatnot, Missy. And we all have our own little cog in this machine.
Are you really listening to that?
And you're right, Matt. It does depend on how open you are to the other side. If you close your side off, they're not gonna bother you unless they really have something to say. So now let's go on a different path. We had Dale on here last week, and he spoke of the religious side of things and how he would come in and handle well, for lack of better words on my end, poltergeist activity and such. Whereas you would approach it a different way.
Yeah.
Now say if I'm a client and I came to you and we've done our investigation and such, and we felt there's a need for the last step per se, how would you go about doing that?
Well, last step, depending on what the client wants.
Of course.
If the client wants the house to have just good energy, good vibes, and wants to keep anything, say we find something, but we find it's just a repetitive, there's no thought behind it. It's just a repetitive action. If they just want to keep that type of energy in the house, we can cleanse it with a specific type of herb. If they don't want it, or we find a portal or the poltergeist energy that a person can create, something like an EMP, that's how poltergeists are formed, or at least on my end, that's how they're formed. Somebody that has psychic abilities but doesn't want to express them and doesn't know how to express their own emotions, if they keep them bottled up, it creates like this mass in the room, and it makes the room feel heavy, and then it can manifest into the poltergeist activity. But with that, I would going in, because of my religion, I'd go in and do some chants and some saging, then do some block and protection work. I would even sit in the room and meditate just to try to clear all that energy out. I actually had to do that with this room.
Have you?
Yeah. Yes. And this was 90s old bedroom, and she had a lot of built up emotion. She wasn't an EMP or psychic in any way, but with all the suffering with cancer and prolapses and arthritis, she was in a lot of pain, and so there's pain and sadness in this room as soon as you walked in, and it was overwhelming. So after
because she was in that state for over a year, wasn't she?
Oh yes, a very long time.
And I'm sorry that she was. I know she left when she was ready.
Yes.
But that was a long time to suffer too.
It was. it was a long time to suffer into her. I call it the death state, where you know you're going to be passing on, but you're not quite ready yet. You're not quite ready to understand that, okay, I can move on. Your brain
Right,
is already
right.
halfway there, but you're still holding on. And she
You
was
kind of jump in between realms.
and she was a tough strong lady that she wanted to stick it out as long as she possibly could, and she did. She held on to the last possible minute before she left us.
I met her several times, and yeah, I've always got that vibe that she was not gonna do nothing until she was ready to do it.
Exactly. Yep. But
And
because of all the pain and everything, and honestly, modern medicine and holistic medicine could not relieve any of that. But it ended up in this room, and I had to cleanse it, and it was so bad that I shut the door and did a protection over the door. And Jason was in the other room before we moved, and he actually could hear me doing my chants and telling the energy just to go. I was so loud trying to get it to leave. And it took me about an hour, and I slept for 2 days because of all the energy I was putting out.
now let's clarify, if you don't mind. When you say the energy, you're speaking of the pain and everything, not her physical energy.
Not her physical energy. I don't want to get rid of loved ones. I want them to stay, and not stay trapped, but stay to come to
Right,
visit.
right.
For me, I was
Coming
thinking
in.
the energy I'm talking about is the poltergeist activity, or the dread and the hurt and the pain that was settled in this room, and it wasn't going to go other than me
That
getting rid
brings
of
up
it.
this question that Matt kind of ties in with what you're just saying. I'm going to speak, and then I'd like you to answer. My personal view is you do your best just to get rid of everything, because there's no, you keep inviting and you keep talking, they're both going to come back and just kind of, just you don't know what you're inviting in. This is kind of my view.
For me, I can tell the difference of if you have good or bad energy. And the good energy that a person creates through their spirituality or their person as a spirit, if it's a relative or a friend or anything like that, they can come and go as they please. Those ones, they can stay, because once you banish everything, you do your protection, because you have to banish everything. You can't just leave one or two. Everything has to go at once.
Okay.
And then the newer spirit, the family and relatives, they can come in and visit just the negativity or the bad spirits. And really, they're not bad. They're just,
you almost open up the home for the good stuff once you get rid of everything.
right. And honestly, they're not. To me, a lot of spirits aren't bad spirits. It's just people that want to talk to us, but they don't know how. They want to get our attention, and the only way they can get our attention is by doing something.
Right. That makes sense. And I really appreciate these questions, Matt, because that helps guide the conversation a little bit. Now, how do you feel about crystals and rocks and that kind of metaphysical, I believe that would be called?
Yeah, it's called metaphysical. Um, I'm a rock whore. I love rocks. Absolutely love them.
You're a what?
Rock whore.
Or are you saying
Yeah.
that word?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes.
I just want to make sure I heard you right.
I'm obsessed with rocks and crystals and what they can and cannot do for you. Can you see my shelf behind me? Those are all my dragons with my crystals and my rocks. I've got selenite.
Now, these are things that you show on your TikTok.
No.
No, I've seen
my crystals. I've shown my altar that has some of my crystals on it.
Okay.
But I don't do much with showing what they're for and what they do. Just because I'm not as diverse in it yet. I'm getting there. The more my collection grows, the more I learn.
Yeah. And you're pretty well versed in what the different ones do, how to use them.
Especially the ones in my collection, yes. If it's one that I own, I know what it does and where it came from and what it's good for.
Now,
and I make gifts.
I fully believe in them. Like as in they give off and attract different energies and such. I wore a crystal when I was younger, and I have no idea what it was. Now that's the stuff that I was seeing while you were doing your TikTok. It looks like you're breaking up again. So maybe must not be a good connection in that area. You're doing your TikTok.
Yep.
But yeah, if you want to see more in depth of where she just was, follow her on TikTok, and you'll be able to see it in a better video.
Yes.
So when I was younger, I was wearing this brown crystal, like a solid brown with a white streak through it. And I was standing in line waiting to order some food at Burger King. Boy, I guess my life revolved around Burger King. And it was the weirdest thing. I was just standing there, and this crystal, I kind of felt odd for a second, and this crystal just split in half, and the bottom half fell to the floor. Go ahead.
When crystals break, that means that they've done their job and they've protected you against something evil or something ill repute. So that crystal or rock has served its purpose for you. So that's the reason it split.
Yeah, it was just weird. It broke a clean break, and just I heard something hit the floor, and I looked down, and I was like, "What the heck?" Matt asked.
Tiger's Eye. I love Tiger's Eye, and I've been attracted to it since I can remember. So Tiger's Eye is my number one.
Nice, and of course he says shiny, probably the turquoise. No,
turquoise. The reason I got the turquoise is it reminded me of Ursula. She was the first person that got me a piece of turquoise.
No, this is what he said.
Shiny. Yes, it is. Very shiny.
Oh, Matt says the crystal retired. And I didn't know there's multiple tiger eyes.
Blue tiger's eye. Blue tiger's eye is my favorite, but it's so hard to find that I just get the normal tiger's eye. Let's see if I can. Anyway, there it is. There's one of my pieces. Did you see it?
Kinda. It's kind of a darker brown with a yellow streak.
Yep, and it.
There you go. That's better.
It's a flash for you. Better. And then Boulder Opal is my other favorite, and I have that on a ring.
Nice. I see you got a lot of jewelry on.
Oh yes.
But what rock crystal, forgive me, however you guys call it, you rock hounds and rock stars and whatever. What crystals would you recommend people have in their home for just general good energy?
I recommend fluorite. Probably I would say green or even the rainbow fluorite. Let's do, and I would say probably shungite, which is this one here. It's just a black stone, and this protects you from like EMFs and radio waves and all of that.
Oh, really?
Yep. And I have fluorite. Where'd it go? Right here. And that's fluorite.
Okay, cool.
And this one is for like well-being. Rose quartz is a good one. Ooh, thank you, Matt.
Now she knows why she did this, because now she gets free stuff.
Well, I just ordered some more rocks. Don't tell Jason because he'll flip out.
Oh, don't worry, he's watching.
Oh, shit.
Jay, if you're watching, send the angry face on Facebook.
But I ordered more crystals, and I got a bloodstone, which is the opposite stone of what my birth month is. So I was born in March. So instead of aquamarine, I ordered the bloodstone. So I have that coming. And bloodstone is green with red throughout. It's really, really pretty. I have to do my research on that one. And the same thing with smoky quartz. I ordered a smoky quartz that looks like it has a dove in the middle of it. Those are called inclusions, and a lot of rocks have them, and a lot of stones have them. And this one, for me, when I got the picture of it, it looked like a dove. So I had to have it because I absolutely love birds.
Nice. And your birthday is this month?
Yes, it was this month.
I missed it. Or did I say happy birthday?
I don't know. I'm not on Facebook that often.
Well, if not, happy belated birthday. If so, happy birthday again.
Oh, thank you.
Mine is 5 days from now.
Well,
I'm an Aries.
Did you say 5 days?
Correct.
Well, happy birthday. Almost birthday.
Almost birthday. We could celebrate it on the spring equinox. I mean,
Why not?
I'm good with that.
What, Z? You were just out.
Matt says, better get her some stones, Scott. Jump right in the river and pull some out for you.
Oh, I'll take them. My kid loves to do that. He'll hand me just random rocks.
Well, if you guys ever want to come down and jump in the back and grab some, there's lots of them back there.
Oh, we do too with our little crick that we have.
Probably
Say
a little easier for him. Zeke. Our member, our little furry member.
What, is that itchy right there? Okay.
Some days he's more furrier than me. Other days I'm more furrier than him.
This is my favorite right here. Right there. This thing.
Little hot.
Yeah, the mohawk. The natural mohawk. Yes, Lex.
Is that a threat, Matt? Or is that you threaten me with a good time? He's saying he'll remember that for about my birthday for his next video. We're kind of on this YouTube video thing journey together. We both kind of started doing this at the same time. So I've been having fun with this both. And I'm glad to have you on here, even though it looks like you froze up and give me the evil eye again. But that's okay because Zeke's paw is there, so that works out. But happy birthday, Mr. President. Laugh my ass off. Yes, Matt. You ever gonna let me forget that? But I really do believe in the different crystals and stones being able to absorb energy and give off positive energy. I mean, what do you think? Salt lamps and such is another form of purifying the air, I believe, and kind of letting it go. That's the same with aromatherapy. If you think about it, with lavender and whatnot, you're kind of doing the same practice, same principles, and but working the energy in your room. I'm thinking Angel will be back, or her husband found out that she ordered rocks without his knowledge. I mean, I try not to do too much of that. So yeah, I believe that you could put out different energies and such, and with even aromatherapy and such, like they say, the lavenders help you sleep. I'm not sure what you could use for aromatherapy to help with the paranormal side of things, if there's such a way to do that. Angel, as soon as you're ready, give me a thumbs up. And here we go. I was just saying that you could use crystals and such, like the salt lamp, to help with your home. Kind of the same concept, I believe. Or I could be way off. And I was saying the same with aromatherapy. Is kind of the same logic behind it. You're really not using that stuff for the paranormal side of things, but you are in the sense of trying to put good energy out, lavender for sleep and relaxation.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and I use aromatherapy as well, because I just got a room diffuser and I use the oils in some of my tinctures and my roll-on perfumes and my anointing oils and all of that. So I already had a lot of the essential oils, so I figured I might as well get a room diffuser as well. So yeah, yeah, and
so to put a good energy into the room. What kind of aroma would you think would be good for that? I'm thinking like lemongrass or cinnamon, even.
Well, ironically, I'm allergic to cinnamon, and lemongrass is not good for pets at all.
So everything I just said was wrong. At least in your home.
In my home, yes. Lemongrass, there's a toxic in it that actually can affect cats' brains and dogs' kidneys and liver. So since I have both, I don't like to use that. I like to use like frankincense or rose. I have lavender. Eucalyptus is another one that I'll use, especially during the winter when a lot of people have breathing issues. I have breathing issues. Yes, I know. I smoke and I still have breathing issues.
A lot of people do that.
Mm-hmm. And I use that to help as well, because eucalyptus is a help and also helps with sleep.
Oh, I didn't know that. I knew lavender, but I didn't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know a little bit about aromatherapy because of Steph. And if I won't lie. She knows a lot about aromatherapy. I say, okay, this is going on, and then she just breaks out her stuff, and it works. So she is very kind to me and tries to do what she can to make my life comfortable and whatnot. My favorite word, whatnot.
My favorite sentence is, "It is what it is."
So be it. Right?
Exactly.
It is written. It shall be done.
Well, ever since my last surgery, my new saying has been, "It is what it is," because for a long time I didn't have control over what happened. So that was my saying. It is what it is.
Is it your saying or your motto?
My mantra.
Yeah. I never heard of cat's paw, Matt.
I've never used it, but I'm still learning my herbs.
as we bring in a nice picture or video view with your sage or what was it?
It was cedar. Yes,
Yeah.
like I can cleanse a house like you wouldn't believe. But all the different herbs and herbs that are around, and me trying to find out all the uses and everything, yeah, you can forget about it. I pick the ones that I know what they can do and how they're used, and those are the ones I stick to.
And that's probably for the best because that way you're not getting into something and having different effects than what you planned.
True, and with my allergies, because of having allergies to many different things, I have to be careful with what I use.
And that is a reminder to people that just because you're not drinking the tea or the herbs or anything like that, if you're burning it still can affect you allergic.
Yeah.
Allergies and such.
Well, Betsy, for instance, I couldn't use the cedar in our house because she was allergic to pine, any type of pine, and cedar is a pine. So I had to switch to sage, and she wasn't bothered by it. But now that she doesn't live in the area anymore, I can go back to it.
Now, I'd like to take a moment and thank everybody for being here this long. If you're finding value in this video, click like and whatnot. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to jump in and ask. I or Angel will answer you. If not, we'll find a way to try to find an answer for you. But
you can always find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Facebook, I'm not on quite as much. Shoot me a message. I'm always willing to answer questions.
And you can find her through her username there. It's but just like the way she put it, other side. Me and Matt go through that all the time. But so yeah. Right now, I issue a challenge to all our followers and such to help Angel get to 1,000 followers on TikTok so we can start doing live videos, paranormal investigations and such. She was so graciously to offer that ability when it becomes available, and it's on video, so she can't back out of it. Now, I remember an experience that we all had at a meeting. I still laugh at. If Lee's here, I'm sure he'll start laughing his butt off at home. Where we were all at McDonald's. And speaking of herbs and such, Ursi comes in and throws this big Ziploc bag down on the table that looks like 2 pounds of dope and says, "Here, I got this for you."
Oh, I remember that.
We all just kind of looked at each other like, "Did you bring a big bag of dope? What's going on?" But to her, she knew what it was, and she this is what is Lee's still here.
Yep, leave the sage.
Big old bag, just throws it right on the table.
I still have some of her black sage.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, I refuse to use it just because it's hers. But yeah, I still have it.
But that was something. Smoke it, Matt. Oh, I mean, if anybody would have been walking by, they would have thought it was Warren's biggest drug deal. Right there in McDonald's. It was so funny. I mean, it's been years and I still laugh. But so is there any topic you'd like to bring up on this under structured video?
No. I say just let questions fly and I'll answer.
Yeah. Matt says I had to explain to cops before about bags of sage. We've been blessed so far.
Mugwort. It also looks like it as well. I have mugwort. I'm allergic to it, and I didn't realize I was allergic to it until after I bought it.
That's a bad time to find out.
Yep. Oh yeah. But
honestly, I'm serious for the paranormal and
well, I use
you don't inhale it.
I use it now for offerings where I'm not going to burn it or anything like that, just because of me being allergic to it. But yeah, mugwort looks a lot like it. Let's see if I can show you.
Now I will tell our general audience.
That's mugwort.
Okay.
Oops.
I will tell our general public that we don't just start and recommend that you don't just start burning and herbs and sages and such without the client's permission. The clients come first, and if they're not comfortable with it, just don't do it.
Yes. And I have found that some clients are not okay with my practice because I'm a German witch, and I practice my own way, but I do wear a pentacle all the time, hence some of my jewelry. And I've come across where when I was younger, some of my clients wanted absolutely nothing to do with me because of my chosen religion.
There's a lot of misunderstanding around the different Wiccan and different practices like that. Now, the one thing that I really enjoy about our group is the diversity of it. And we do so well with each other that it's not an issue. And most clients are unaware of our personal views of religious aspects and whatnot. Because we don't like throw it in their face and say, okay, we're going to have a Catholic priest in here. And, or you see what I'm saying.
Yeah, and a lot of our clients don't know that we have, at the time, like most times that we used to have 2 psychics on board. We didn't advertise that because we didn't want them to assume things or to look at us in the wrong light.
Right.
And just until recently, I've been allowing myself to say it in public that this is what I am. Excuse me.
You got a question from Matt. Sucks having a smaller screen, doesn't it?
It does. It's like
I'm so old. I got a 55-inch TV.
Matt, do you cage as well? What do you mean?
Can you drop us a explanation of what caging is, Matt? I know you did a video or two ago. For some reason, it's not coming into mind.
I might lose you again because I'm going outside for another cigarette because my chair is out there.
All right. So I'll take over first. Second.
I don't smoke in my house ever.
Don't blame you. So Matt, you're 100% with make sure you know what you're doing. Otherwise, it can make things worse. That's for sure. And Mikey, even though you're a little late, that's all right. You're more than welcome. Always a pleasure to see everybody here. I hope the weather's a little nicer in Texas than what it's been. Matt, I look forward to watching that video next week on Wiccan and the Metaphysical. You can find his YouTube, Facebook, and believe Twitch by his name there, Matt Brown, paranormal consultant. Check him out, and you can learn more about that stuff. And Lee, yeah, we're definitely gonna bring a priest to the Goldsteins home. I'm sure they would appreciate that. And I'm glad to hear that, Mikey. It was a nice day up here in Tidiute, in Warren. You probably, I'm drinking tonight instead of drinking my normal brew. Our one member, Missy, gave me Lucid Dream Tea. So hopefully I'm not, that won't be too lucid. I don't know. I never drank such a blend before, so I'm not sure how that's gonna work tonight. Hopefully it's not anything too crazy. If I happen to be knocking on your door in my sleep and you find me in your dreams, everybody just send me back home and say get out of here. Because I don't know what to expect with it. And Mikey, what do you mean by really? You talking about Matt's video or about me drinking this tea? Be crazy. If you if you have any experience with Lucid Dream Tea, leave a comment below. I have to laugh at this because, oh, the tea. I meant you sent a message as soon as I clicked on that, Mikey, sorry. And yes, I'm sure it's not lucid when you're drinking bourbon. I think you're going to, when you're drinking bourbon, you're really not dreaming much. And yeah, Mikey, this is my first time drinking it. I'm sure it'll be entertaining somewhere down the line. I was already warned that I probably shouldn't be drinking my home brew while drinking different herbs. Not sure how to match them up, if they might have an adverse effect with each other or not. So I'm being sober and straight tonight. And yeah, are you subscribed to him on his Facebook or whatnot, Mikey? Thumbs up when you're ready, Angel. But so yeah, Matt goes on Friday nights. I join him from time to time when I'm able to, and we kind of vibe off each other. We always have a blast, and time seems to fly when we're on these videos, and we're just kind of going back and forth with no script in mind. Hi, Angel.
Hello.
This is what Matt was saying. Crystal Cajun.
No.
No, because you're not sure what it is, or something that you don't
No,
believe
because
in.
No, because I haven't done enough research.
Okay. If you want to give a brief description, Matt, for those that are on the other platforms, we'll understand what we're talking about. And Matt does join mine quite a bit when I'm brave enough to try to do these videos on my own. That never ends up well. So Matt jumps in, and that way I'm not just fumbling. Mm-hmm. And if you want, we can bring him on.
Sure.
And because he seems to know a little bit about Wicca and that kind of stuff, and crystals, and I could probably just kind of sit back and sip my tea and let you all have fun.
Are you getting bored?
Me? Are you asking, am I getting bored?
Yes, I was asking if you were getting bored.
No, not at all. I'm having lots of fun. But you and him would know more about this stuff than I do.
Bring him on.
I'm trying to.
At least he doesn't kick you off like it does me.
I am blessed with using the home network. I got really lucky because I was using my phone for the internet, and then so we both connected. And so I was using my phone, and my mother recently moved in with me, and I see you, Matt. And she decided that she wasn't going to live without cable. And so we just threw the internet in with it, and that made it so I could do this kind of stuff.
Ooh.
And here's Matt. Matt, this is Angel. Angel, this is Matt. Have you guys met? Laura Mora.
Hold on, I hear three of you. Okay, is that better? Yeah, I can just hear myself now. Good.
All kinds of echoes. Can you hear us, Angel?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Good.
The echoes are just entertaining.
Sure,
if my kid wouldn't have screamed into my phone.
You're good. I mean, live feed is meant for people to be watching anywhere. The replay of live videos are very low. So.
Okay, I need to take my contacts out, and then I'm gonna get a quick shower.
What the heck was that?
Well, you said I know a lot about Wicca and stuff like that. Well, that's my Wicca. And now I'm going to Death Glare.
What?
Hi.
I'm gonna get a shower and throw my shit away.
Okay.
Although the garbage is full out there.
Make sure you clean behind your ears and between your toes.
Scott says make sure you wash behind your ears and between your toes. She says no.
Echo. Somebody's saying, Mikey's saying on Facebook.
You told me. But anyway, so about the caging. So basically, the way I look at it is, sorry, the echoes are distracting me. The way I look at it is that it's basically a security net using stones and crystals to help you protect yourself, or when you're doing a cleansing or a blessing, to isolate an area that you're trying to cleanse, so you're not basically interfering with something else.
Hold on a second, Matt. Angel, yeah. I muted you. I think you have the ability to mute and unmute your mic. Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay.
It's up to you if you want to take the time to mute and unmute your mic. And then it'll cut back.
I think that's best so you guys don't have that echo. Like.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, and that way you know when you're ready to talk, you can unmute it. Whereas.
So. Well, everybody's talking.
Are you muting and unmuting your mic? Because you're like staring again. Let's see. Matt muted his mic, but I can't unmute it.
talking
I was
with your
gonna-
wife real quick.
Yeah, I was gonna see if we could listen in, and I'm muted on you.
But yeah.
Why don't you tell us about your video that you're gonna be doing coming up?
Well, basically, if anybody watched my video last night, I am bringing on a couple of special guests next Friday on the stream, and they're both Wicca. So I'm going to get their input, see what their experiences are, and just kind of pick their brains a little bit. So
hopefully Angel comes back and joins us.
So, but yeah, so that's really all I'll be doing. And I'm just having some fun like you and I always do, Scott.
Definitely. But you have different guests for this.
Yes. I have two guests that I know both of. Well, I know one.
Give us a thumbs up when you're ready, Angel. So you have other guests.
I don't know what. Okay. I have a strobe light now.
That has some experience in the Wicca side.
Yes, in the light Wicca side.
Hi, Missy. Angel jumped out on us again. So I appreciate you joining us, Missy. It feels so odd trying to say your full name. It just doesn't. You know how you give somebody that you speak to with their nicknames for so long that it just feels weird when you call them by their normal name?
Yeah, I have a pet name for Mackenzie. I call her Umbreon, but calling her Mackenzie is just odd.
I've caught you say that a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And Missy, thanks for your tea.
He's not lucid yet.
You're fine. No worry. I'm not lucid yet. Silent lucidity.
So yes, so that video, like I said, is going to be more on the metaphysical side of it, and talk about some misconceptions of Wicca and whatnot, and then eventually, I'm actually going to bring Mackenzie on, and her and I are going to co-host a video together.
Yeah. You know the drill, Angel. Give me a thumbs up.
And for those of you wondering, playing the home game on StreamYard, there's a little box and a couple boxes on the bottom. So before you actually join, the host can see you.
Right.
So that's why he's saying, thumbs up or whatever. Yeah, that's what's going on.
And then when you leave the stream, if you don't log out of the StreamYard, you can watch people. You can see the camera still behind the scenes. That's like last night or last time Matt was doing a live stream with me on. I was sticking my tongue out at him and such.
That was last night.
It's the Lucid Dream Tea, the African Lucid Dream Tea, I believe it was called, Missy. She was asking which tea I was drinking. And no need to be sorry. Angel, anytime you feel like chatting, you know what to do. I really appreciate it. We got quite a few viewers on now. You guys don't have the privilege of seeing, and she's gone. You guys don't have the privilege of being guests to see how many people are watching and such, which might be a good thing.
Looks like there was yep. We saw it both at the same time. You can look it up, either just Paranormal Consultant, or I believe it's, actually I have it right here, or you can look it up under Matt Barron, Paranormal Consultant. Let me double check. Just come on. Nope, just Paranormal Consultant.
And that was such a perfect time to have an echo.
Just to make sure they hear it right.
Consultant.
On.
We can't see your screen.
Yeah.
So maybe one of these times, if Angel is so kind, she'll join you on your streams and speak of similar topics like we are today. Because you guys know more about the metaphysical and those lines where I don't know very much about it. So I don't know the questions asked and whatnot. So, you know, you were explaining, why am I the only one not on mute? But you guys were explaining about.
That's why.
No.
I came unplugged.
You came unplugged.
Yeah.
And so tell her about crystal caging and tell our guests about crystal caging.
So,
and when you got a moment, Angel, you can reply to that when he's done explaining, if that's okay.
Yeah, I was going to say that looks familiar, but I believe Jay had that the one time he joined us.
Yeah, you're right.
So actually, that was your how you guys do money, right? How do you guys get your donations and stuff?
Make money.
Yeah. No, you're rich. You know that.
That's my brother. Even she's laughing like, yeah, okay.
Scott doesn't need to play the lottery. He's loaded.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Only on Saturday nights.
except tonight. Now you're just being lucid.
So crystal caging.
Yeah. So why not the topic? So crystal caging, basically all that is, it's now I use clear quartz, just as clear as you can get them, what's called raw cut. A lot of stones you'll find are the smooth and shiny ones. You'll find them in stores. They work, but the best ones that I found is what's called a raw cut. The jagged edges, all that good stuff that looks like they just came out of the ground. Basically, think of it like a security net, or an electric fence, like I discussed last night in my video. It's like that. It's setting up a barrier of basically EMF or energy, and you're trapping whatever or whoever might be in there, and you're getting clear, or you're even trapping that energy in there. So when you cleanse, it's a little bit easier to kind of focus in on a certain area.
Nice. Okay. I don't know if you got such rocks, Angel. Crystals, I don't know. What is the correct term?
Crystals, rocks, minerals, it doesn't matter. I can just call them rocks because
that's all I do. Is rock.
Hard objects.
Well,
yeah,
that's a different story.
Most of mine, most of my rocks, crystals, whatever you want to call them, are raw. And yes, I agree, they are more powerful when they come straight out of the ground than to have them tumbled or shapened or something along those lines, because we're putting extra energy into them. Where the ones that are the raw crystals are just the earth's energy, or the crystal itself's energy.
Now, is there any particular site that you like to get your stones from, or do you try to find them out naturally?
Some of them I can do natural. Like I found a lot of calcite in the area, and ours is cloudy. It's like a milky calcite rather than like the clear. So I harvest that naturally, and I use that throughout the house and around the house. I did a crystal barrier around the house with that, just because it's local. And the rest of them it's pretty much, if I can find them at a decent price and I can afford them, I'll buy them. And I know what their metaphysical properties are, because I'm still learning.
I don't think there's such thing as a bad stone energy.
No.
Just misuse for the property that you're trying to use it for. Is that a good assumption?
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
And Missy, I didn't know raw would be better, but it does make sense. Missy says, "Oh, raw is better." I didn't know that. It makes sense. It does.
Oh, and Missy, my banner is from Shein. It was like $5, and this wall is huge, and it was bare, so I needed something to cover it.
It's from where?
Shein or Shine, Shein.
Okay. She says, "I love it." Boy, that was probably the quickest comment ever up and off the screen. But yeah, so I mean, it's very fascinating the different aspects and the probably hundreds, if not more, uses of the different metaphysical, the herbs, the aromas, the stones. I mean, just it's fascinating of the different natural things that you could use to have different outcomes of things. It really is fascinating, and that's one thing that made our group a lot stronger was the fact that you know a lot of the stuff, Angel, and so we're not just a one wheel car. We got all our wheels spinning, and I believe it just makes it so much more of a prominent group to have those abilities. We're letting you talk.
I know. I'm like brain farting. Like, okay.
No, you're good. I just seen you on mute, so I thought you were ready to say.
Well, what I was going to say is that the reason that we pick the people that we have for our group is because we all work together well, and we all bring different things to the table.
Very true. Very true. And this is Mikey, as sad. And probably the biggest Adam Ant lover I've known. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
I do. All thanks to Jason, I do.
Because you don't drink, don't smoke. Well, we know you smoke because you're on video.
Well, I drink, but just not alcohol that much.
Right. Those that know who Adam Ant is, click the like or love button on your platform.
I've already hit like once.
Why do you have your hamburger on my pillow?
Midnight snack.
Did you say hamburger on your pillow?
Sorry, yes.
Okay. Wow, I hear showers going on. I hear hamburgers on pillows. I mean, what?
You're missing out, Scott. It's a party.
Yeah, I got the tea. But yeah, I mean, if you don't know this stuff, and Missy, the herbs and such is all fascinating to me. I've always been fascinated. A little timid when it comes to herbs. Because you could quickly find yourself in a bad situation if you don't know those. Ingesting the wrong herbs or even inhaling through burning and such. Or even if you know what they are and you're not ready for the spiritual side of it. Because like even with this tea here, I'm nervous but ready. But people, for lack of better things, like I hate to bring up drugs, but like magic mushrooms, they're called. People get eating that kind of stuff, and they're not prepared for the other side of it. Native Americans, what they use to help go on spiritual journeys. People get into that kind of stuff now, and it's like they don't come back in a good shape.
Yeah, and as far as like where to get this stuff at, there's actually a metaphysical store not too far from where I'm at, And most metaphysical stores that I've been to and I've seen, they will actually not only have a nice variety of different things for you, but they should know what they do. And I know the one I go to, they give out a little list. I'll bring my metaphysical bag on camera next Friday, and if you're interested in learning about that, I can show you firsthand. No, it's not on Among Us. But and they also do. They have
a video game.
Yeah,
Everybody loves Among Us. I never played.
I played one game and it didn't really catch my interest. So,
that's it. Kick them off stream. We don't need that negativity.
Right. But they also have stones there with the same thing. They tell you, what they do, what they're for. And actually, what I tell people who ask me about this stuff, if you're interested in learning more about it, the easiest thing to do is to find your stone. The way to find your stone is very simple. Take your dominant hand, start grabbing some rocks. I mean, obviously go to like the metaphysical store or somewhere like that and just pick one up, hold it, and wait till you get that ooey gooey, warm, fuzzy thing, and that's yours.
Perfect time to put that echo. Ooey gooey.
We are having a party.
That's why I did
it. You're welcome.
But yes, I agree with you. That's how I have picked when I've gone to certain medical physical shops that they're not near us. We have to go a distance. I will go through the store and touch everything and to find the right one. And when I found which one I absolutely love the most and one that resonates with me the most is just by picking it up and waiting to find the ooey gooey feeling, but also I get a little dizzy and a little lightheaded. And I knew that was my type of stone that I wanted. And that's in Tiger's Eye. Every time I pick it up, that's the same feeling I get all the time.
Now, I get that feeling when I'm at Toys R Us.
Oh, I bet you do.
Store, I touch everything and
Home Depot, Walmart, you name it.
Well, to go to Toys R Us, you're gonna have to go to Canada or.
Right. Well, I might. They are back. Reiki masters. Missy made a comment about getting stuff from Wiccan and a Reiki master. That's a whole nother spectrum of things. I mean,
yeah, that's more of a that's kind of like saying you're a masseuse, but you're also a massage therapist. It's completely different, but still kind of the same thing. Actually, the lady I go to, the metaphysical store I was telling you about, she's actually a Reiki healer. But basically, if you've heard of chi energy, it's kind of the same thing. But it's not the same. Don't get me wrong, it's not the same. But
the chi energy.
Yes, if you've heard of chi energy, it's kind of like Reiki, but it's not. It's a specialist. The way to think of it.
And Reiki healing, the way it feels, is you're hot and tingly in certain areas that the practitioner is working on. Ursula, she used to be a Reiki healer, and she used to do it a lot for me, for my back. And that's how it feels, is it gets very warm and intense and tingly. And then she takes her energy away from it, it'll get nice and cool and feel refreshed.
Well, to bring a story with Ursa up and her healing and such, she was just starting her journey on that avenue, I believe. But we are on a case, and I don't know if you would remember this or not, Angel, where my knee was I felt physically attacked, and there was a lot of younger kids around with us, so I was doing my best not to let it show. Of course, the group members picked up on it right away because, well, we know each other like that, especially when we're investigating. And right in the middle of this investigation, my knee just felt like something was just grabbing on the inside of it and just
Any of it. He's like, no,
grinding
no.
on it. And she came over and was using her Reiki healing on my knee, and I felt like you were just explaining, Angel. And I feel that it helped me get through the night, and it kind of helped ease off whatever was messing with me, but it didn't take it completely away. And I don't know if it's because she didn't know that was the situation was going on, because I got a feeling she would have approached it slightly different. But
the best way I would honestly describe that feeling would probably be like icy hot. That's probably the closest thing I can even describe it as, and it's a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Icy hot. It does remind me of icy hot. Oh, you guys want some fries?
Sure. We'll take fries with that.
Grab it.
Mikey, that's pretty neat. She's saying that her birth mom is a Reiki healer, and Missy, that must have been intense. She says that when her was and Earth was doing Reiki, they had visions, and they both saw the same thing. That must have been pretty intense. I'll just put it up there because I didn't describe that very well. Right over Angel's face. I'm sorry about that.
My big boy is.
And that's actually not uncommon. I've heard about a lot of people that do a lot of the Reiki healing and therapy. They said that they go on these little lucid dreams, Scott. So you'll get a little taste of that this evening.
Of the day.
Apparently. But yeah, they do go on these little they see things, they hear things, they feel things. It's the closest thing to an out of body experience from what I've heard. I didn't have any of that, but
You're on an adventure.
No, the new kitty wanted my attention.
Everybody's got kittens but me.
Well, there you go, Scott. There's a million views right there. There's your thumbnail.
There's your thumbnail. Here, let's put the cat in the picture. No, she wanted my attention, so I had to come get her.
One thing that I have to say that I like about cats is a large population of them has a letter M on their forehead.
And she does.
Yeah. I know. Most cats do. And I feel that's because it's M for Morton.
They all belong to you, Scott.
My own little cat.
Not this guy. If I can get him over here. Come here, Rico. Come here. He's dressed for success.
Do you have like a big jacket on that?
Hi, Rebel.
It just went awfully quiet.
Well, I'm trying to get Rebel to purr, but she won't.
Never when you want to.
No.
See, we don't have to be professional to be on here.
No. My requirements for a guest are very low.
Say hi. Say hi.
No, my cat decided to go to his mom.
Mikey says her friend has a black cat named Salmon.
We have a black cat named Luna, but she doesn't like me.
Sam Hayen is the correct pronunciation, right?
Direct into my service first bank account.
Hi, Rebel.
That's it.
Yeah,
I lost
meow.
control. Everybody's playing with their cats, and really, it's what? Yeah. What do I have here? I have nothing.
He wants nothing with me.
You all better now?
I don't even have fire.
Grab the fluff.
Come here.
There's that. Luna, hello.
I knew I wasn't pronouncing it correctly, Mikey. It was just one of those things, you know.
No. His presence is requested.
Hey, get
There's
out of my
another
drink,
kitty.
cat.
Another kitty.
So
His presence is requested with me. Fuck off. Isn't it pretty cool?
Angel.
Yeah.
From Kingdom Hearts.
I am. My gift is animal spirits. So honestly, I can see animals better than I can see people when in my psychic ability. So animals absolutely love me.
Yeah, I've been blessed with most animals don't have an issue with me, which I'm really happy. I can't imagine life where animals don't like you.
It's a good idea to have this.
Oh, I agree.
Thing going on at the same time.
I finally got the cat. There he is. This is my baby.
Oh,
Here.
cute.
Kit's got more views, Rico.
Yeah, I mean, people are gonna start requesting their cats to be on the show, and I just kind of like lock off my camera.
There you go.
There you go.
Y'all just have your fun. I'll just sit here. It's now the cat show.
Well, I can give you 7 weeks of material. I have 7 cats.
Yeah.
Well, I can give you 2 because I only have 2 cats.
Well,
And
there's 9.
One absolutely despises me, I think, because she'd rather hang out with my mother-in-law than me.
Let me get the camera back on. I think if I can.
You're gonna see the ceiling for a minute.
Oh, the music channel.
Yeah.
Boy, that's pretty sad. You know what that is before. Casey, how you doing tonight? That seems to be the theme of the
Say hi.
comment section.
Do you remember Scott? Say hi.
Hi. That seems to be the theme of the comment section is that people are late today. An egg apron. What's an egg apron? Is that where you go when you have chickens, you have an apron to
Hold the eggs in it.
Yeah.
Could be that, or it could be somebody decided to throw eggs on you and make an egg apron that way.
I guess that's one way.
Sorry, I'm reacting to Casey.
Before you do, Mikey, have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Mikey, have a great night. Great to see you. See you here. You probably missed the announcement earlier. A lot of people were probably going to jump to every other Saturday. The next live video will be April 10th with Alan and I think the other gentleman name is Robert from Wisconsin Area Paranormal Society. And hugs back. And so we were gonna do the first weekend of April, but then we realized that was Easter.
One of a kind.
For most people, it's all right. But we would probably get viewers, but we'd rather try to let people spend time with their family and such. And we'll see you then, Mikey. Adam, Ant, Lover, don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do? Ashley puts a cigarette in her
I was just gonna say, perfect timing.
Honestly, it wasn't planned, guys.
It's sage, I swear it.
Well, you missed it. Well, no, you were probably on earlier when I brought her on, and it was big old cedar.
My
All I
cedar
see
bummer.
is a hand up here and
Yeah, wait. I guess I should have waited for the thumbs up. I thought I seen thumbs up. And nope.
that was perfect.
Well, we gotta have moments like that. The one thing with WASP is we've always had a sense of humor amongst us, but we're very capable of being serious when the need arises.
Well,
Casual
Go ahead.
professional.
go ahead, Angel.
That's a good one. But
Yeah, you have to be professional, and then you have to have fun, though. You have to enjoy what you're doing. Otherwise, what's the point?
now, you both, I don't know if you consider yourself Wiccan of any sort or what's
I don't
not,
think
Matt.
I can.
But I know you have that lifestyle around you at the very least. Now, how much do you guys feel that you rely on that during paranormal investigations when you're out on the field doing
That's why
stuff?
I was like,
Do you guys
I wanted
rely on it, or do you kind of just it's there, and if you need it, it's there? Matt, go ahead first, and then when you're speaking, Angel, if you don't mind. Generally, I do women first, but
I was gonna say, let ladies go first, but
however
all
you
right.
guys want to do it, I'm open.
Well, we'll let Angel enjoy herself for the moment. She looks like she's ready to kick back.
She's probably saying, "I've been on this thing for 2 hours."
She's not used to the time frame like we are. But as far as that, in investigations, like to have a mix. Anytime I'm in a client's house or any investigation, I try to do the scientific first. I try to figure out, is it EMF? Is it this? Is it that? And I try to look for the more logical, scientific approach to it. And then whatever's left, that's when I go to the more metaphysical side. I myself, I'm Christian.
I made one.
She's Wiccan. So I've always had like a mix on my crew and my teams. I don't just, go for people who are atheist or Christian or whatever. I like the mix because, some people know more than I do. But I like to study a little bit of everything just so I have that background and that knowledge. But yeah, I mean, that's about where my, if you want to call it, expertise is, just from practice. I mean, like I said in some of my other videos, I've been doing this 14 years. But next,
Go ahead, Angel.
For me, it's more of a backup. It's a tool in my tool belt that I can use if I need to. But my tool belt has so many other options that it's just an added benefit in what I can do.
Belt.
Pretty much. That's what I use. That's what I think of it as. Is I can pull stuff out of my belt you didn't even know it was there. And then my pockets are so deep. But yeah, for me, it's like a tool.
This is really
Nice. I know. I got so many pockets that I never know what I'm gonna pull out of my pockets. I remember, Matt, you said you wanted to get to this comment, and I forgot. Is this what you wanted to bring
I was
up?
just reacting to it. I like I said, I know Casey, and the fact that she's got a new friend, it's like, ugh.
A new friend.
Oh yeah.
Mikey, you put chicken eggs in it. Yep, hugs. All right, she's probably already gone. Did you see Missy's comment, Angel?
Which one?
I keep bringing these
Where'd it
up
go?
because I know you don't get to see the chat.
Oh, Missy, if you need help with that, I can help you. I can let you know what's going on with what you can do with the sage.
get on camera and be caught surprised with it. And
Well, that
you could
wasn't
read.
staged, but
You can read the comments, Matt.
Yeah, I got him.
Dale saying he agrees. Hey, Dale, good seeing you. I didn't know you were on.
You should have done it when you brought up the thing.
You're right, Missy. Figured God made earth and rocks, so why not? I fully agree. If God didn't put it on earth, then why not use it? Angel, here's a comment from Dale. Just confirmation.
I didn't
Thanks,
get
Dale.
anything from my email.
And Casey says she has a crested gecko.
Oh, they are so
Yeah.
cute.
Lineup is crested and not opposed to it. I don't even know what. I know what geckos are.
I mean, if this doesn't work, we can always play a
But
moment.
now I remember I was at a friend's house when I was very young, before it was legal to drink. And a weird situation. I was having some drinks, sitting in his living room, and I look over my shoulder, and there's this great big freaking bearded dragon on the curtain. I'm like, what the heck? You know, and I was like, dude. He's like, yeah, this is his home. Like, oh, okay. Big fan of reptiles. As far as I know, I don't know if it's still in business, and I'm sorry for not knowing, but he owned, if it's not in business, a business up in Jamestown, New York, called Reptile Realm. And he had all kinds of gators and snakes, geckos, and any kind of creature like that he has.
I see.
That's up in Jamestown, New York. So
There's a place not too far from here. It's in Williamsport, and it's called Clyde Peeling's Reptile Land. They've got a bunch of stuff there.
nice.
I don't know what they have recently. I haven't been up there in years.
I, on the other hand, I don't not like them, but I'm not a big fan of having them around me, like touching them. Then, especially when you've been drinking, then you're not expecting it to be over your shoulder. But his view is it's their home. So.
I like Among Us, but
Hearing noises behind me. It's okay, it's just my mother. At least I'm not in a basement, Matt.
Yeah. Tonight we're in the bedroom.
You got very mobile.
I have to enter my birth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I have. Well, this microphone can get hooked up pretty much anywhere as long as there's a something they can grip onto, and everything's through my laptop. So
I'm assuming Angel is frozen up again, or she's a very good actress when it comes to being a statue.
she moonlights as a human statue.
I'm not, and that I'm sure is probably kind of a little rough on him, Casey, saying that.
My brother.
But you gotta be able to compromise in relationships. And Missy, she has pet rats, and she likes her rats. I like ferrets. But they're hard to maintain and keep clean. Because you really have to be on top of them, or else they're kind of a little bit of a smelly, furry little animal.
One of my favorites are chinchillas.
Nice.
I love them.
But
paranormal topics.
I was about to say, I think we're like veering way off topic here. I mean, we don't know nothing about that, right, Angel? Matt? I mean,
Oh no, not at all.
our meetings generally tend to veer off into
See,
who knows what.
Not letting me scroll.
But we've been on this for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think it's probably a good time to start wrapping up. Unless you guys have more you'd like to bring up.
I'm good. But I will say this. Thank you for bringing me on, Scott. Angel, you're over here. It was a pleasure talking with you.
Now, you guys met before at the Loa Mora, right?
I
yeah,
believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
that was a long time ago.
When you first, but I remember when he first joined us, I was introduced to you, and then it was like, oh yeah, I think you guys already met. So
I will let you two, since Rose. You guys all have a good night.
Minute. All right, Matt, you have a good night. Wow, that echo picked up that. You have a good night, and thanks for joining us.
You too, no problem. Anytime. Always a pleasure.
And go ahead and give a quick shout out to your channel for next week.
All right. Well, actually, it's kind of funny that Casey is joining us tonight because she is one of my guests next Friday night, 9:00 on my channel. It will be done on StreamYard, but it'll be on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So you were right. And you can find me pretty much anywhere. I'll share all my videos. So if you find me on one, you'll find me on the other. But that's going to be starting at 9 p.m. next Friday.
Sounds good. Look forward to seeing you then, Matt. You have a wonderful night. Casey, it'll be nice seeing you on camera and hearing what you have to say about the topic as well. All right, Matt, you have a good night.
You too. Bye, Angel.
All right, Angel. I really want to thank you for joining me tonight. Sorry it wasn't a little more scripted.
It's all right. It happens. And sorry about my wonky internet.
No, you're perfectly fine. You just helped me learn how to kind of interact without other people a little more.
Well, that's a good thing. And Zeke wanted to say hi again.
Hi, Zeke.
Wherever I'm at, he is.
He's a good boy. But yeah, it was very neat learning about pre-group days and your earlier experiences, things that I didn't know. And you also, I didn't know you were quite familiar with crystals and such. I mean, I knew you had some idea, but I didn't realize you had as much knowledge as you have.
Well, when I was bedbound from falling down our basement stairs, I had a lot of time on my hands, so I did a lot of research.
At least you didn't just play Among Us all day.
No. It would have been Sims Free Play or whatever it's called on my phone. That would be it.
But yeah, but you know, it was really neat, and I look forward to seeing you soon in person. And I know me and Lee's been talking about a group picnic. We'll definitely talk more about that off camera. This seems like a good year to do it.
I agree.
So and tell Jay and Lex and everybody I said hi and good night.
Oh, I will.
And go ahead and tell them about the TikTok and such if you wouldn't mind.
Well, my username is the same as, is it right there or is it right there?
It's to your other side.
That side?
There you go.
Yep. Okay, my username is right there. It's spelled just like this on TikTok. It has some of my paranormal videos. They're not listed as paranormal because I didn't want that type of interaction on TikTok. So you'll have to do a little bit of digging, but you'll see them.
Great.
And then on top of that, I have Instagram. Name is the same. And Facebook is the same. So you can get me on all of them. And
Missy says you're very smart with all that stuff.
oh, thank you. And if you guys have questions or just want to hang out, because I am home 24/7 now since I work from home. So I'm here. Y'all can talk. I'll FaceTime you.
Sweet. So, well, and once again, I want to thank you for joining us. We're trying to help you get to 1,000 followers on TikTok so we can do live paranormal investigations when we're able to.
Yes.
Clients and such are willing to let us.
Yes, as soon as I hit that 1,000, I'll be doing lives, and we'll be doing the paranormal lives. I'll also be doing some of my spiritual lives, and I think as soon as we hit that 1,000, right now we're I think I'm at 193, so I got a little ways to go, but we'll get there.
You'll hit that number before you know it.
But, yes, I'm hoping.
Well, I hope you have a great equinox, and I'm going to let you jump off this since you've been on here for over 2 hours.
I have cold french fries waiting.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
All right, Angel, have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Okay, everybody, another great night with another great guest. It's been very awesome having people coming on and joining us. It's really extremely awesome to have everybody join us in the chats and interact. So far, it seems like you guys have been enjoying our guests, and you know, we have some coming up April 10th with the paranormal group where Wisconsin Area Society Paranormal. Sorry, I get kind of mixed up with the two because it's being so close with names as our group goes. So with that, you know, we're gonna try to do every other Saturday and see how that works for us, and that way you guys can keep going on with what you guys do on the weekends, and you know, we just don't burn out on doing this stuff. I really love these live streams. I do. Just not so much where it's just me talking because I never know what to talk about. Missy, I'll let you know tomorrow about that tea. It's very delicious. I mean, I'll just keep drinking it just because it tastes good. But as far as the dreaming results, that'll be yet to be determined on how much I enjoy that. And so with that, we are also yay. We're always looking for guests to join us on here. If you're interested in being a guest, or you know somebody that you'd like to see be on the show, send them to this email below, WASP of Warren at Yahoo or our Facebook or YouTube, and have them send us a message, and we'll see what we could do on getting them on. You should post a tea video. But I'm drinking tea. How much more tea video could you be? But so make sure if you could reach out to us or give our contact information to anybody that you'd like to see on after tea video. I'll be snoring. But anyways, we'll definitely do what we can to get them on. And Easter is coming up, so I'd like to wish everybody a very happy Easter. You know, however you celebrate it. I hope you enjoy your day, even if it's just a lovely Sunday, sitting back with family. And with that, I am going to let y'all go back to your Saturday night, and I have no real fun way of saying goodbye. So good night and God bless. Bye, guys.